The Minnesota Timberwolves have officially set a record. In the history of men's professional sports, the Minnesota Timberwolves hold the worst winning percentage fucking ever. Like, I knew the Timberwolves were bad, but I mean, they're really fucking bad. Alright, what is up guys, and welcome back to another NFL tier list video. This video, I'm going to simply just be ranking every single NFL team, and yes, literally every team. I have them all. I know that the other lists have been missing some shit, so I wanted to make sure that this list had everything. And it does. It has all 32 teams. I made sure to count. And guys, please understand that I'm simply rating these teams by putting them where they are depending on how their roster looks right now. And you can't forget the fact that these are simply just my own fucking opinions. But yeah, G Fuel's made. No, I'm not sponsored. You guys might think I am. I'm really trying to get sponsored. Hey, G Fuel. Alright, so here's our list containing every one of the 32 football teams as well as the ladder that I've made, but I've made it a little bit different than usual. So starting at the bottom of the ladder, we have horse manure, which I mean horse shit. We have bad teams, but teams that can be fixed. We have the solid teams. We have the teams that are above the average. And then of course we have the elite! Alright, so we're going to start off with the Tennessee Titans, it looks like. The Titans are an above average team. I don't think I'd need to really discuss too much into that. They picked up Ryan Tannehill, they ditched Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry developed into the fucking monster that he is. We all know AJ Brown is good now, even though I kinda ripped on him at the beginning of the year. Up next, we got the Dolphins. That is a solid team, and no, I'm not being some biased Bills fan. Guys, what the fuck have the Dolphins done to prove that they're anything above average? And I actually really do like the Dolphins' defense. It's normally pretty good, you know, unless they play the Buffalo Bills, then it's just not good at all. Up next, we got the Cleveland Browns. They are above the average. Finally, we can say that about them. They are a good football team. Without a doubt about it, they have the best 1-2 punch combo in the league when it comes to running backs. And if Odell Beckham is healthy and he doesn't play as a cancer in that organization, they have a great receiving core as well. And I mean, we all know Cleveland's defense is really good, but then again, that's kind of going to happen when you have a top 5 draft pick for like 5 years in a row or whatever the fuck it was. Up next, we got the Jaguars. They are dog shit. Yeah, I know, they got Urban Meyer, they're gonna get Trevor Lawrence, they're gonna be, you know, a little bit better. Guys, they're still fucking bad. There's just no way around it. Alright, up next we got the lovely Detroit Lions. Believe it or not, I'm actually just gonna say they're bad, but they can be fixed. Look, the Lions got Jared Goff, they have DeAndre Swift, they have Kenny Golladay, they have TJ Hawkinson, they just drafted Jeffrey Okudah. The Lions have young, good fucking talent sitting right there. They've just got to find a way to use it, and it could start with the head coach, it could start with a new quarterback. We don't really know, and there's only one way to find out. Up next, we got the Minnesota Vikings. I'm putting them in solid and stop. Don't even fucking say it. I can already hear the fucking keyboards going off. You're a biased Minnesota fan. Ugh. Guys, the Minnesota Vikings went 7-9 this year, and they did not have the following players: Danielle Hunter, Michael Pierce, Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr. And I almost forgot they had Yannick too for like 5 weeks until they traded him. Guys, the Vikings went 7-9 while missing their entire fucking defense. So it's either the Vikings are solid or Mike Zimmer is a really good fucking head coach. One of the two. You guys can be the judge on that. Up next, we got Tampa Bay. They are the first one to go in the category of elite. I'm not just saying that because they're Super Bowl champions. Look at their goddamn roster, and it's not going to change much either. There's already been players who have said that they can use their contract money to keep the fucking team together. This team's not going to change a whole lot. Up next, we got the San Francisco 49ers. They are going in the solid. I do not think they're above average, not even for a second, but they're not bad. Guys, in my eyes, and yes, I'll take the extra 500 dislikes or whatever I'm going to get for saying this, Jimmy Garoppolo is dog shit. Kyle Shanahan doesn't want him for a fucking reason. There's a reason he keeps trying to trade for a new quarterback in San Francisco, is because he knows that Jimmy can't get the fucking job done. They have about 10 different running backs who we never know who's actually going to get the goddamn ball. And their defense, which is great, but it's not as good as it was when they went in the Super Bowl. I don't know. San Francisco, to me, they're not bad. They're not above average. They're just solid. Up next, we got the Atlanta Falcons. They are bad, but they can be fixed. And I hope it's soon, because if Julio Jones has to retire as a loser, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Next, we got the Baltimore Ravens. They're above the average. They're not an elite team. If they were an elite team, they would have made it farther than they did. You guys want to see an accurate representation of what I'm talking about? Go watch the playoff game versus the Buffalo Bills. Lamar couldn't run, Lamar couldn't throw, Lamar couldn't do a fucking thing. I like Lamar too. I'm not docking shit, but he needs to throw the ball better if they want to be a better team. That's all I'm fucking saying. Up next, we got the Bears. The Bears are a solid organization. I fucking hate them, but I'm just going to say that and move on. Up next, we got the Bengals. The Bengals are still horse shit. Now, it's not because I think that they're bad and I hate them. It's just the fact that they are bad still. Now, obviously, any NFL team can be fixed that's down in the horse manure, but I still think the Bengals are farther away from being a good team than these two are. I'm not kidding you. That sounds crazy. Up next, Dallas Cowboys. Bad, but can be fixed very, very quickly. I hate Dallas. I'm not going to give them any credit. I'm not going to say anything that I don't want to fucking say about them. I mean, realistically, the Cowboys should be fine. All they have to do is just sign Dak or a quarterback, patch up their defense a little bit, and then personally, if I was Jerry Jones, I'd fire that fat fucking toad Mike McCarthy, but that's just me. Up next, we got the Texans. Don't need to talk about them. They're dog shit. Up next, we got the Indianapolis Colts. I still think they're above the average, man. They were kind of quiet this year for me, meaning I didn't really pay too much attention to them. So the Colts got Carson Wentz now. Some are going to take that as a promotion, others are going to take that as a demotion. I personally think that it's a promotion. Dude, Carson Wentz is not as bad as people think he is, and he has Frank Reich back, which is going to change a lot if you ask me. Up next, we got the Rams. I think they're an above-average team as well, especially now after acquiring Matt Stafford. I think they're going to go very far next year. All right, now we got the Chargers. They are a solid team, man. Justin Herbert dug them right out of the fucking grave that they were sitting in. All right, now we got the fucking Saints. Here we go. This is what you guys have been waiting for. I don't know what to even fucking say. I hate them so goddamn much. They also have to free up like $100 million in fucking cap space this year. Let's cut this bullshit, guys. I hate the fucking Saints. You know I hate the fucking Saints. As of right now, other than losing Drew Brees, they still have the same fucking team they just had, and that was a pretty goddamn good team. I'll leave it. Elite! I'm never talking about this ever again. We got the Giants. The Giants, they're bad, but they can be fixed as well. Their defense is really, really good. It's really underrated, to be honest. They just released Golden Tate, meaning their wide receiving core consists of Sterling fucking Shepard and Darius Slayton. And for any Giants fans that are going to be typing in the comments, bro, you're hating on Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard. They're not that bad. They're fine. Yes, they are. They're fine. That is it. They are fine. They are not anything better than fine. You guys need some fucking help. And I don't like Daniel Jones at all. Like, if I was in New York, I would want to move on from him immediately. Up next, we got the Eagles. They are going to be dog shit this year. I'm guessing the Eagles are going to go 3-13, maybe 2-14. Oh, but Wyatt, I thought you loved Jalen Hurts. I thought Jalen Hurts was your boy. Yes, I do. I love Jalen. He's my boy. That has nothing to do with the fact that he has no goddamn help there at all. I mean, the Eagles are going to have to make like 10 offseason fucking drastic roster changes for me to even believe that they have a shot to do anything somewhat impactful this season. All right, now is when I'm going to lose a lot of subscribers and probably get a lot of dislikes. Steelers are a solid team and they're not above it, and I will tell you why. So the Steelers started out like what, 11-0. They had this unbelievable record. Majority of America thought that they might actually be the best team in the league. And guys, no, I could use schedule strength if I wanted to. I could say it's because the Steelers were facing a bunch of shitty teams. That's the only reason they won. I'm not going to be that guy. That's not the reason that they won. The reason that they beat those teams is because they played fucking good. And their defense is really, really good too. But that doesn't help the fact that their offense is so goddamn dysfunctional that I don't even know where to start with it. I mean, this might sound hand in hand, but if Ben Roethlisberger was not able to play at his absolute peak performance, the Steelers got their asses murdered this year. They're going to be going into next season probably without Juju Smith-Schuster, probably without Big Ben, which might be for the better, but they just signed Dwayne Haskins. I can't imagine they're going to fucking roll with him either. I mean, guys, the way that I look at the Pittsburgh Steelers after this year is the same way I look at the Jacksonville Jaguars the year that they went to the AFC Championship. Up next, we got the Broncos. Broncos are solid. Hear me out on this one. You guys get Von Miller back and you get any other quarterback than Drew fucking Lock, you're going to be a great team again. All right, on to the Packers. Now, the Packers, that's very confusing because they've had a lot of the situations where they just look like they don't know what the fuck they're doing at times either. And their schedule strength was dog shit this year. They didn't have to play anybody good. I will use that excuse because I watched every one of their goddamn games. And I know that they're a good team, but fucking A, man. But regardless of that situation, I still personally view Green Bay as a top 5 team in the league. Elite! Up next, we got the Panthers. Bad, but can be fixed, and it shouldn't take too much to fix them. I do think they need a little bit of a better quarterback. Another tight end wouldn't hurt them, and I can't remember what their deal was on defense. Panthers fans, you'll be able to help me out. You guys were really good and really bad at one of the following, and I can't remember. You were either really good at stopping the run and dog shit at stopping the pass, or you were really good at stopping the pass and dog shit at stopping the run. I don't know which one. Up next, we got the Raiders. What did they go? 8-8? I mean, they're a very solid team. Unfortunately, they're about 5 or 6 players on defense away from being an above-average team, but they're not bad. They're not trash. Like, they're all right. All right, up next we got my dark horse for the year, the Washington football team, I should say. The Cardinals were my dark horse last year, and they actually did pretty decent. But the football team is my dark horse for this year. I would put them in bad and being fixed, but guys, they're being fixed, and they've been being fixed all year. Up next, we got the Cardinals, and I thought they were above average at the end of the year. I know that's going to kind of ruffle a couple feathers. Guys, they should have made the playoffs. Kyler Murray is a fucking stud. They have DeAndre Hopkins. Obviously, they just signed J.J. Watt. I think they still have fucking Budda Baker and Patrick Peterson, unless they became free agents and I didn't know about it. Up next, we got the Bills, the boys in blue. Yes, sir, they are elite.
Elite!
Guys, the Buffalo Bills held a 13-3 record this year. That's the second best record in the league, only behind the Chiefs. Guys, they had a pretty tough schedule this year too, so I don't have any issue putting them up in elite. Plus, by the way, they had to face the big bad Steelers again this year. Ooh, Josh Allen's really scared of them. Up next, we got Seattle. They're above average. I don't know what happened with them. Their defense was dog shit, and then like the last 5 or 6 weeks of the season, they were just elite all of a sudden. Dude, it was like Space Jam. It's like those fucking evil little aliens just snuck into San Francisco or something, took all their defense's talent, and then just gave it all to Seattle. Up next, we got the Jets. They are still horse manure. And last but not least, you gargantuan pain in the ass. Dude, the Patriots, I'm going to put them in solid because it's Bill fucking Belichick, and he can do whatever he wants. Guys, I'm very well aware that Bill Belichick is more than likely going to end up being the greatest head coach ever. But how in the hell can he go 7-9 with a quarterback that has this fucking stat line? And there you guys have it. That is my official 2020 team tier list. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that tier list video. I hope I didn't make as many of you mad as I thought I did, but I'm sure a lot of you are pretty unhappy with me right now. You guys already know what to do. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, spread the word that WyattzWorld is around the town. If any of you guys follow me on Twitch, I should be live streaming possibly Saturday night for surely Sunday afternoon, I would like to assume. All links for my socials are in the description. That's up or down. I don't know where the fuck it is. And yeah, guys, as always, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.